This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
Know that you can't control yourself? That is embarrassing. Okay.
DBL starts right now.
E2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, December 11th, and we are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. And right now I'm here with Erica and Brandon. I'm Jeff. A lot to get to, guys, because it's a sad day for fans of Kathie Lee Gifford. You know why? The 65-year-old Today Show host announced she's leaving the show after 11 years. She broke the news this morning. Check it out.
I've been here almost 11 years. Thought I would stay 1 year. Something happened along the way. Fell in love with a beautiful Egyptian goddess. And now, when it's our 11th anniversary, I'm going to be leaving the Today Show. You might just want to leave it there, Jared. It's going to be that kind of day.
I cannot believe we're on TV and this is happening. The minute you stepped into my life with both feet, everything changed.
And now it appears Jenna Bush Hager is the likely choice for Kathie's replacement. That's just according to Page 6. What are you doing? You're not buying these tears?
No, okay, here's the thing. They have television chemistry.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is gold, and I respect the hell out of that. But I also think that some things have gone down. Clearly, there have been, I mean, Megyn Kelly's no longer there. I don't think that they're going to just plug Jenna in. I think that they're going to restructure the whole thing, and it makes sense to do that. I also don't know if Kathie necessarily wanted to leave. I think she was kind of forced to make that decision. There's some rumblings on the street.
How so? Forced?
Well, I think that there wasn't a proper place for her. And here's my theory on working, period. You should always go where you're celebrated, not just tolerated. And if you're in Kathie Lee Gifford's position, you can find some place to celebrate you, even if that place is at home.
Ooh, all right. That's an interesting take. I'll tell you, what's the second one?
Tolerated?
Yeah. With that paycheck, I'd be tolerated.
It's like Erica says, she can go anywhere right now in New York. I mean, she was married to the late, great New York Giant, Frank Gifford. So, I mean, and she's been on that show for 11 years. They love her in New York. But
I mean, she's with Regis. I mean, she's been around forever. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's her choice, ultimately. So, she's got a great career. She doesn't need the money anymore. But we never know what's really going on behind those doors.
I want to see what plays on after that then, because now that what she said, let's wait.
Let's wait for it. We'll wait for it. All right, guys, we all love this next story. 88-year-old Clint Eastwood brought his kids, a grandkid, his first wife, and his current girlfriend to the premiere of his new movie, The Mule, last night. Clint plays an elderly drug smuggler for a Mexican drug cartel. Take a look at a clip from the trailer.
Need help, sir?
Officer, hi.
You need help?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
What do you got there?
Pecans. I'm delivering pecans to my niece.
Pecans?
Yeah, pecans. She makes the worst pecan pie you've ever tasted. I feel sorry for her husband, and I feel sorry for pecans, too.
Clint's daughter, Allison Eastwood, also stars in the film, and she said that her Oscar-winning father would probably drop dead if he retired. She went on to say, quote, "I want him to work forever because I think he'll keep him lively and young."
I would agree with that.
There's some truth to that, for sure. You got to keep doing something. You got to keep, even if it's not your job, I think you got to keep in the garden, you got to keep mowing the lawn, you got to keep doing something.
We have to keep growing in some capacity. My mother's been threatening to retire forever now. She'd had to stay for her 25 years because that's the only way that she got invited to this particular luncheon. Congratulations to my mom. That happened a month ago. So now she can go to the luncheon every year for the 25-year club. Congrats.
Nice. Gives her something to look forward to.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like my grandfather. He's retired. He's about 86 right now, and I was home. I got yelled at because he's really not supposed to be doing much, but I got yelled at because we walk outside. There he is on a ladder cleaning the gutter.
Oh, I know.
And I was supposed to be the one watching him, and I'm like, "Papa, come on, man, you're getting me in trouble." He's like, "They just want me to sit around and do nothing." He's so used to being active.
Yeah.
But Clint Eastwood, having the career that he's had, of course he wants to continue to make movies, make greatness, and you have your daughter in it. Hey, come on.
And bringing your old wife and your new young wife.
That's me going. Yeah.
old wife and the new young wife.
Well, I saw him standing next to somebody that looked his age, and then there was a 50-year-old there as well. That's his current wife.
He brought everybody there who he's paying the mortgage for.
His girlfriend, not wife.
Goals.
There you go. That's about
Goals.
right. Goals. All right. I didn't say that. We are live. Give me in trouble, Brandon London. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
I'll get you out of trouble, Jeff. Movies starring women earn more at the box office, according to a new study. Creative Artists Agency and Shift 7 looked over the numbers and found movies centered around women earned more than their male-led counterparts between 2014 and 2017. Moana, Wonder Woman, and Trolls were all examples used in the study. So listen up, Hollywood. Women are good for business.
We already knew that. Now pay us.
Oh, dang.
I know one movie, though, Ocean's 8, with Rihanna and Sandra Bullock. Nah, we want that money back. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Why you got to poke the bear? Look at what's going on here.
I love her smile, that's why.
She's not smiling. All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to help you out, buddy. Right now, people are talking about Jason Momoa's bromance with his wife's ex-husband, Lenny Kravitz. Take a look at this photo Jason posted on Instagram. He shows off the matching skull rings he got for himself and the rock star. Lenny even came out to support the Aquaman star on the set of Saturday Night Live. Lisa Bonet has children with both Jason and Lenny, so the two have been in each other's lives for some time now. Look at that. One big happy family, all getting along. It can work.
Happy and good looking.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. And Jason's, I mean, he's already been coming up, but he's on his big come up right now, Jason Momoa. Aquaman.
Remember the story we did? I forget the couple that they had Christmas, Thanksgiving Day together, and the kids were there with the new and the old. You think Jason Momoa and Lenny Kravitz ever got into it?
Got into like fighting?
Got into her like, hey, don't you talk to Zoe like that?
No, you know, it seems I think they've been friends for a long time, and they're really good friends. So I think they might get into like some family arguments, something like that. But it's an example. I mean, it's of what can happen. You don't always have to fight with your ex, or if you do decide to break up, you don't have to put that kid in the middle. You guys could be friends and move on.
Yeah, it's especially sad when it's like it happened 20 years ago, and y'all still arguing about it. It's like, we gonna need for you all to move on.
And how you not gonna be friends with Lenny Kravitz? You know what I mean? Yeah. We're best friends. I gotta see skull rings. We're best friends. All right, Meghan Markle had a big surprise appearance last night. Stephanie Jones has the details coming in hot.
That's right, the newest royal showed up at the British Fashion Awards, and she was there to present the British Women's Wear Designer of the Year. It went to the woman who actually designed her wedding dress. Watch this.
Good evening, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here in my new home of the UK. The winner this evening is Claire Waite-Keller.
But today, instead of everyone talking about what a babe she is, they're all talking about Meghan's nails. So she broke royal style protocol, sporting black nail polish instead of the traditional nude or translucent tones that are preferred by the Queen. And not only that, she's also getting criticised for constantly holding her baby bump. But take a look at this. Now this is creepy. Madame Tussauds showcased her latest creation in Berlin, and this is Meghan and Prince Harry's new wax figures, and they are freaking people out. These are real people wearing waxwork heads. What do you guys think? I think it looks like something scary, like out of the Purge movie. It's horrible. What is that?
Prince Harry's head was swole up.
They both look suspect.
I don't like that.
Worse than the Beyonce's and Cristiano Ronaldo's wax sculptures.
But these are real people wearing wax heads.
Yeah.
So it's even creepier. They're moving around. But what do you, Erica, you're the nail, that was all stuck on Brandon. You're the nail queen of DBL. What do you think of black nails? Big deal?
I say she does what she wants. It was Lincoln Park After Dark.
Ooh.
Was the actual, the name of the nail polish. And she went to Northwestern, which is very close to Lincoln Park. I'm sure she partied there. I'm sure we ran into each other.
We're bouncing around the same bars, me, you, and Meghan.
Yeah,
who knew?
we did.
Coming up on Daily Blast Live, we're chatting with the stars of the new Steve Carell movie, Welcome to Marwen. Find out why it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. But first, with the Oscars hosting gig gig up for grabs. We play a new game where we test your knowledge of who hosted the awards. Who's hosted and who's ghosted? That's the game we're playing next. Stick around.
House.
Yeah.
With a bottle of champagne.
Yeah. All right, so we're just talking about Kathie, a little more about Kathie Lee, why she's leaving. We're speculating. Nobody really knows why she's leaving, but is it her age? You know, is she tired of it? I mean, what could it be? I don't know. At 65, if I had her career, I'd be on my way out the door to some island somewhere, never wear shoes again.
Same.
You know?
But we did just talk about Clint Eastwood and how he's 88 and he still needs to work to be lively, stay young. Maybe she feels the same way.
I'd be working on my boat. That's what I'd be doing.
What?
Fishing
YouTube
and working
videos?
on my boat. Hell no, I wouldn't record anything. It'd be getting naked fishing going on and nobody's recording it. Actually, don't do that because there's hooks and things and. Never mind.
See, yeah. I don't know. At 65, I would just want everything to be super convenient. Like, you just come to me for everything. Just prop me up.
Welcome back to DBL. The hunt for a new Oscars host is on. You remember Kevin Hart turned down the gig after a series of homophobic tweets resurfaced from his past. The Academy is throwing a few names into the ring like Whoopi Goldberg, Ellen DeGeneres, and Tom Hanks, but nothing's for sure just yet. All the buzz has us reminiscing about some famous and unlikely hosts from Oscars past. So we're playing a new game called Oscars Ghost or Oscars Host.
Wait, why does it say Grammy?
Grammy host or Grammy host?
Wow.
That's all right. We're going to keep trucking along.
That's all right. Someone's not getting
Look at Erica Kai, so sharp. I wouldn't even have noticed. All right. We're going to guess whether that celeb has hosted the Oscars or not. DBL Nation, make sure to play along with us. Again, it's the Oscars. Let's start with this host with the most, Oprah, right? She has decades of hosting experience, but has the queen of daytime ever gotten the primetime honor of hosting the Oscars? Oscars Ghost or Oscars Host?
Ghost. It has to be Ghost. Oscars Ghost.
I'm going with Host.
I'm going to go Ghost.
All right, let's see what it is. Oscars Ghost. Oh, man. Too big. Oprah may be a two-time nominee and Oscar winner for her humanitarian work, but she has never hosted yet. Why do I feel like she has? But I was wrong.
No,
anyways.
No. Okay, how about iconic Frank Sinatra? We can definitely fly away with him into his classic hits, but did old Blue Eyes ever land a TV role this big? Oscars Host or Oscar Ghost?
Oh, come on, Blue Eyes.
Of course.
I would say he's too cool for it.
I'm going to go Ghost.
I'm going to go Host, too.
Host.
Oscar Host. Frank Sinatra has hosted twice in 1963 and 1975, and he's also a two-time Oscar winner.
So do I get 2 points for that? Because he's hosted twice. All right. So the next is film legend Jane Fonda. Now, she's all over the big screen, but has she ever taken over the big stage? Oscar Host or ghost?
I'm not good at this one. I'm going to
Host.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Why don't I just agree with
I
Cobb?
just went
if I don't
ghost.
know? Ghost. I'm going ghost. Oh, man.
Yay!
Really? Interesting. Okay,
Why
so
don't you tell
Jane
us
Fonda
why?
had a little help from her friends hosting the Oscars in 1986. Alan Alda and Robin Williams joined her as her co-host.
Well, that sounds like a fun show.
It's an asterisk by that.
Yeah, well, I got them all wrong, but I'll take the asterisks. All right, next is Jennifer Aniston. She said on Friends that she was going to get one of those job things. Remember that? But was that job an Oscar host, or did she ghost?
Ghost.
Definitely ghost.
She hosted.
No way.
She had
When? Yes, Oscars ghost. She won't be there for you. Oh, I messed that up. They wanted me to sing that part. When it comes to hosting, although we do have a pitch for the Academy, why not get the Friends cast to host the next Oscars?
Great idea.
Not a bad idea.
Great idea.
Next is Donald Duck. Is that a Donald Duck? He's always
he's more
making
like Affleck.
he's always making people quack up on Disney cartoons. But did he put on a show on this Oscar stage? After all, he never wears pants. Could he manage to pull off a tux? Oscar host or Oscar
Ghost.
Ghost. There's
Put some
no
clothes
way.
on.
I would have remembered, right?
I'm gonna go Ghost. Oscar host.
What?
We're not quacking ya. The cartoon character hosted in 1985. He broke tradition by 1958.
Yeah.
He broke tradition by appearing on screen instead of in person. I didn't know that, but I often say, "Are you Donald Ducking it?"
All right. Last but not least, comedian Jerry Seinfeld is a 1990 sitcom icon. But what's the deal with the Oscars? He hasn't exactly had an award-winning movie career, but we'd love to watch him tell the losers, no Oscar for you. So, did funny man Jerry host or did he ghost?
Ghost.
I'm going against the grain. Host.
Yes.
Oh, it was a ghost. Don't get your hopes up about Jerry hosting anytime soon because the comedian admitted in 2016 he's been asked to host, but he's turned down because he said it's a trap game.
Ooh.
What's in it with him ghosting the Oscars?
That was pretty good, dude.
Thank you.
Pretty good. We're going to end on that one. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone! Okay, so this week I am officially declaring it my Michelle Obama week because I am going to see the Queen in the Becoming tour. That's right. So I thought it was only appropriate that today's 2-minute touch-up with Erica is about Michelle Obama saying that she didn't believe America was ready for a black president. And this article came from HuffPost Black Voices. And I had to kind of smile when I read this because I remember when I was 11 years old and I was living in Illinois. I saw this thing for a pageant, and the pageant was in Skokie, and I said to my mom, I want to be in this pageant. And my mom goes, you want to be in a Skokie, Illinois pageant? And she didn't understand why I would choose to be in a pageant that most likely didn't represent me. And I didn't see why she was so scared to have me in a pageant that weren't with a bunch of little girls who looked like me. And what I realized later in life is that my mother and I come from two different samplings of the world. While I was born on the west side of Chicago in a predominantly black community, we moved to the suburbs in a predominantly white community when I was about 10 years old. So I had a real fundamental understanding of where I was and where I currently am. And Barack Obama was the first person who broke that barrier in the presidency, which is seen as the highest office of the world, which showed to me and everyone else who was living with limitations that it doesn't matter what your so-called limitation is, because ultimately if you learn to compete with anyone, regardless of race, socioeconomic status, religion, gender, then you're setting yourself up for a life of limitlessness. And that's what I'm focusing on in my life right now. And I hope you focus on that too, because we're too busy looking at the other person. And when you're running somebody else's race, you can never be 100% focused on your own. And at the end of the day, that's how we win.
That's right, Jeff. So I got to sit down with Steve Carell and Leslie Mann, and they are both amazing. And this movie is based on a true story about the victim of an attack who uses a unique form of art to escape from his reality. Check this out.
Hey, looking good.
What is all of this?
The world-famous Marwen.
So excited to meet you.
Thanks.
So the movie is it's really different because it is like live action mixed with motion capture. What is that like?
It is a completely different experience than anything I've done before. I just didn't know how they were going to thread together.
Maybe the dolls should stay in the car.
I never go anywhere without my backup.
What was it like seeing yourself as a pretty smoking hot doll?
Kind of loved it.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah.
The muscles really exist that you have?
Pretty great. Oh yeah, no, that's very, very true to life.
Very accurate.
Very accurate.
And then also your character's got a thing for women's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been practicing in your stilettos to get in the character?
I had to, actually. I had no idea how difficult it is. Not to just move in them, but to look like you're comfortable wearing them. I thought, how does anyone wear shoes like this? It's like, it's completely against any sort of anatomically correct way to walk. Crazy.
Hello, my love.
Hello.
Not going to lie, I've got a really big girl crush on you. I think you're smoking. You're looking gorgeous today, too.
Thank you.
What was even more smoking was seeing you being a doll.
I know.
How was that?
It was great. Bottoms up, girls.
Your character, Nicole, without an E, loves tea. Do you really make a wicked pomegranate blend in real life?
I don't. No. I'm really into green tea. This is gross for you. With honey and milk.
And milk? Are you for real?
Yes.
Milk and green tea?
I know, it's so good.
You're really not selling me here. You seem really enthusiastic.
But you know the best? My daughter is dating a boy from London.
Oh.
And we're spending Christmas in London this year.
No way.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's going to be great.
It's so beautiful.
Take loads of layers.
Yeah.
Drink lots of hot tea.
Yes.
You'll be fine.
Be fine.
You absolutely killed it.
Thank you.
Thank you for discussing tea with me today.
Yes.
And enjoy your beautiful Christmas in London. It'll
I
be
will.
great.
Okay, thank you so much.
And tomorrow we'll be talking to the film's director, Robert Zemeckis, who also directed Forrest Gump, as well as one of the movie's co-stars, Janelle Monáe. And Welcome to Marwen hits theatres on December the 21st. We are live. Raquel, tell us the news at the moment.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Right now, Netflix is ready to bring the story of Selena Quintanilla Perez to a whole new generation. The streaming service just announced a new series about the superstar. She dominated the Tejano music scene simply as Selena, eventually crossing over with a pop album, but tragically she was shot and killed back in 1995 at just 23 years old. Now her family is ready to share new details of her story with this two-part limited series. A 1997 film about the singer famously launched the career of Jennifer Lopez into superstardom. And since JLo hasn't aged a day, I'd like to see her reprise the role as the queen of Tex-Mex. Now, there's no word on when the series will start streaming, but trust me, I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Raquel.
I think Raquel would do a really good job.
Raquel is Selena. I like it. We'll be right back.
Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally here. We have Men in Black 4's title, Hulu is upping the anime, and 2 Milli is suing the makers of Fortnite. That's all next in The Jump Off. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally here, and people are loving this game. IGN gives it a 9.4 and says the game is done right and done bigger than ever before. Kotaku calls it the very best of the whole series. If you didn't get that, here's what you need to know. Cancel all your weekend plans because this game is everything. We have new details on the new Men in Black movie. It's going to be called Men in Black International and is due out next summer. The reboot stars Thor Ragnarok's Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. So are you looking forward to this, or do you think we should just all have our memories erased? Hulu is upping the anime. The streaming service just signed a deal with Funimation to allow access for more shows, like Naruto, Attack on Titan, and My Hero Academia. It gives Hulu a first look at streaming rights in the US for Funimation's anime series that's starting next year. Right now, rapper 2 Milli is suing the makers of Fortnite. It's all for using his signature dance move, the Milli Rock. Do you know the move? If you don't, just take a look at this clip. You can buy the move as an emote, and the lawsuit accuses Epic of copyright infringement and exploiting African American talent for profit in the game. 2 Milli says Epic never asked for his permission and he was never paid for the use of it. But can you copyright a dance move? That's it for the Jump Off. As always, watch every week for the latest in gaming, tech, and nerd culture news. I'll see you next time. But for now, check out these dance moves. You see it? It's awesome. Can't get enough of it, right? I'll be here all week, people. Just kidding, I'll be back next week.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We love you sharing your comments, but before we do, just in case you were keeping track at home, me and Erica had 2 in that game. Brandon just had 1. I just want to put that out there.
Technically, Frank Sinatra hosted twice, so I have 2.
Do we have comments, Erica?
No, yes. Kathy Lee, Lulu says, hi, loved what Erica said about working at a place that you are celebrated, not tolerated. That was an aha moment for me.
Yeah.
Well, Lulu, I'm happy to help, but don't quote Erica Cobb because that is not my quote. Catherine says, I love y'all's show because it's live, not recorded. You're absolutely right, Catherine, because Stephanie almost took my wig off my head.
Hey, great job on the interview, Steph. You crushed it.
Thank you.
Really great job.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys, we'll be back same place, same time tomorrow. We'll see you then.